No excuses. This is the loser's match as well, Grant. I can't believe I'm saying this, but either PartinG or TY is going to go home last in their group in the I almost said the GSL, in the ESL 2020 Masters Summer. Grant, why don't you introduce our first player? Sadly, his clan tag has been removed, but you can still introduce him because I know he's your favorite.
He is my favorite Protoss player in the world. In the top left, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming, the South Korean Protoss player in red, it's PartinG.
And his opponent in the bottom right-hand side in the blue with a very odd little Macarax placement there, representing... oh, man, it is TY.
Do you know what that says?
The Macarax?
No, his clan tag.
Oh, it's just into the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was just laughing at the Macarax. Sorry, I'm just tickled by that. TY, of course, from the Africa Freaks. But the into the is his clan. Clans are still a big deal in Korea. Almost everybody's in a clan of some kind, and into the is one of the most famous, oldest clans, I think, in Korea. Been around for ages now.
There we go. Oh, nice part. Oh, he was so close. He was actually path to go closer to that ramp and see what was going on there, but he didn't. He hasn't seen the racks right now, and that means PartinG has to be very careful because he doesn't know what he's up against. He does see the double gas, which is pretty indicative that there could be like a factory or something. PartinG right now, he's continuing to scout. He's trying to find out what's going on. He's still seen nothing go down in the main. He's going to go and harass this SCV. This SCV very low. PartinG, just go to the north side and you'll be able to see it, mate. Okay, another SCV coming to finish off this depot. PartinG is getting a Zealot. This is the sign that right now, okay, I have to be so careful because a bunker might come up. That isn't going to be the case. It is just a very slightly proxied Reaper, which is now finally going to get this probe. But PartinG now knows he's safe. That's the most important thing. Did he let the Zealot finish? Yes, okay. So he's immediately craning out Stalker. He's sending a Zealot to run around as well to make sure nothing is happening. And then we will be moving into a pretty standard mid-game.
I don't know about that, Grant. I don't know if you've seen what's going on the minimap here.
Oh my god, I just see what's going on.
The proxies keep coming and they don't stop coming. I had my camera on it about 10 times. I wasn't sure if you were watching my camera or your own. No. But we've got a proxy factory followed up by, of course, a proxy starport. It's going to be a proxy Widow Mine drop out of TY.
Yeah, PartinG has, of course, not had any opportunity to scout this now. He's moving his Adept and his Stalker across the map, and they're going to go in and see no natural, and that means PartinG immediately should adapt and adjust. I don't know how he's going to do so. He needs to keep his next Stalker at home, I think. He's trying to chase down the Reaper for now, and he's not going to be able to get the kill on that. What is PartinG going to do? He's sending his Zealot up the ramp. He's still seeing nothing, though. Doesn't have a clue what's going on. He's going to try and break down this wall, but it's going to get repaired, and the Widow Mine drop is getting closer and closer. The medevac has started. The second Widow Mine is there one out there? That's not right. No.
Second one on the way.
Yeah, where's the other one? Oh, there it's there. It's right next to it. I'm just blind. The wall is never going to get broken down here as a couple of Marines come in. One SCV will go down, but what is PartinG going to do? He's getting a Robo. This is good. He's getting a battery as well in the front. The battery in the front really won't matter. It's all going to come down to the probe pool. The Robo, though, is very nice. At least that is coming and will be able to identify what is happening.
It's an interesting choice from PartinG here. So we can see he's sending 2 more Stalkers across the map. Can have 3 Stalkers and a Zealot to try and pick down this wall. There are only 4 Marines, and of course there's no additional support, no medevacs, no nothing else. 1 Reaper distracting some of these probes, and it looks like this Widow Mine drop is going to get down. The question is going to be how much the Widow Mines will do, and what TY has behind this, but unfortunately he's going to lose 1 supply depot. That means he's going to be a bit supply blocked here as soon as these Marines pop out. And he might even lose the second supply depot. Widow Mine drop into the main, though, and PartinG's going to see it. He's going to get out of here.
God!
Oh!
Cannon probes immediately go down. Now, PartinG did manage to kill 6 SCVs at the other side of the map, and is still up in workers, but of course with mules and things, it's relatively even economically right now. Widow Mine drop going down to the natural as well. It isn't yet done. There is an armory down, so an observer is necessary. It is about to pop. Oh my god, this...
So he's got the Observer out now, which means he's going to recall the only remaining Stalker here. PartinG has lost so much on the defensive side. The Stalker should be able to pick up the Widow. Now he's going to sacrifice 1 Stalker. 1 Stalker with his PartinG shot, just as it dies, does take out that Widow Mine, but TY still in decent shape. Unfortunately, the Stalkers are now going to find this little repair shop that TY set up in the middle of the map. They will pick off that SCV. The SCV will go down, and he will spot the Thor that is now attempting to be proxied out of TY. Now the Thor is going to pop out and say, "Hello, boys."
Oh my god, he's proxy forward. This is I don't know what to say to this build right now. There is a proxy for, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone here, and it is moving across the map. There is no Immortal. There's barely anything. What does PartinG have? 5 Stalkers? 1 Thor that dances well. definitely do well here. Of course, it doesn't get repaired from the medevac, but it's coming in. Here comes this big boy against the big boy himself. Now, the shield battery is great because it's not going to be, nothing's going to get unpowered here as the stalkers come up. They're going to try and target down the medevac. That is the correct decision, but look how quick the 4 takes down these stalkers. Even workers forced to be pulled to try and out DPS this 4 as it fights for its life. It's going to go down. This is a big loss from TY. That is a huge committal. And now we see Marines in a tank coming across as well. It doesn't end. TY decided to go full PartinG on PartinG.
Yeah, that was really smart, though, from PartinG. He's got the shield battery overcharge here, and even with the tank up, he gets the medevac right away. PartinG focus firing that medevac was so clutch because it meant that TY couldn't pick up and save the Thor. And now his continued aggression just looks sort of weak, sort of feckless, sort of toothless as the game goes on. And PartinG defends against the most bonkers game that we've seen so far today, Grant.
That's absolutely mad. I cannot believe TY went proxy Widowmine drop into proxy 4 drop and then just died immediately. I mean, the army value, you can see he literally lost everything at the end of that fight. He had nothing left to take the fight.
You know, Grant, if you had told me that our first match with TY and PartinG was going to involve a lot of cheese, I would have been like, oh, what's PartinG gonna do?
Yeah,
but TY turning the tables on his opponent. It was really cute. I think the biggest clutch move there for PartinG was focus firing down the medevac that was carrying that Thor, because I saw TY like trying to get the medevac in a couple more times to pick up that Thor and get it out, but even the probes coming to surround the Thor were just enough to lock it in place. The stalkers there to zone that medevac out, and it meant the Thor was going to go down, and that's a huge commitment, doing just practically nothing. It was trying to shell down a pylon, but there was a shield battery to support it. Beautiful defenses from PartinG all around.
And now TY is 1 map away. Just 1 map away from being eliminated in this tournament. He has to win 2 maps in a row to have any chance of advancing. Someone who some people would say is the favorite in this tournament. Or at least one of.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What was TI's result in the last GSL? Grant, remind me how he did in the most famous premier tournament in StarCraft 2 history.
Yep, TY is the last GSL champion, and now he has 1 map, just one little map, 1 little 4-gate blink possibly on Eternal Empire here from being eliminated in the first major international tournament we've had in many, many months.
Whew, it's a tall
Clayton,
order.
Would you like to introduce our first player?
You know, I'll take this one. In the bottom left-hand side in the blue, 1 game away from making his way out of Group B. It is our blue Pro Toss player from Dragon Phoenix Gaming. His name is PartinG.
And his opponent on the top right-hand side of the map, he is the GSL champion. Playing for the Afrika Freaks, it is the Red Terran player. Taeyong is TY.
Unreal. Unreal. The caster curse is going to be so real if caster TY gets put out of this group very first. Not only very first, but with only taking 1 game against Time. Now, look, the games so far that TY has played, those first 3 games that he played against Time were epic. If you guys didn't see those, please check the VODs. Check them out later.
Incredible.
Unbelievably good games against Time, and all of them could have been won by TY at, I don't know, 5 or 10 different points in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So not like it's a 2-1, but it's not like a one-sided series by any stretch of the imagination. This first game against PartinG, Grant, as I said at the end of that game, was probably the first game we've seen today that 1 lasted for fewer than 10 minutes, and 2 didn't really look close at any point. PartinG just defending. TY trying something creative, but it just didn't work, and that's the first time we've seen that happen all day.
And this game's something a little different, as PartinG has expanded on the low ground. He's put all of his buildings on the low ground. The Adept will get across a little bit quicker. The low ground will be very safe. You can get a battery there much earlier. You have much more SimCity there to keep your natural safe. He is going pretty standard so far with the Adept coming out. We see the CC on the low ground here, the factory. Everything's at home for TY, and we're going into what seems to be a very normal early mid-game so far. I can't see that lasting too long.
No, not with this probe out sneaking around the 12 o'clock base. This is a primo location for a forward robo, a forward gateway, and I can just see PartinG waiting, licking his lips for that gas count to get back up so we can... Oh, no, never mind. He's going to drop it. Oh, he's going to drop a Twilight Council back home, but keeping his probe out on the map just in case he wants to proxy something else.
There will be a pylon.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like PartinG is lining up for some aggression here. I think 4-gate blinkers on the cards. We see the first Adept come in. He's actually going to get the cancel here, or the slowdown on this command center. That's a great start for PartinG. Every second he can buy is so big when he's playing such an aggressive build like this. You can see we should see a couple more gateways go down soon, maybe even one in this proxy location to really bring the thunder. So far nothing, no, as the pylon has finished. Blink should be starting off. There's no way this is DT, is it?
DT would be very surprising, especially in that location. Usually if you proxy a Dark Shrine, you want to be out around the corners of the map somewhere, but wow. Unlikely, but not impossible, as he does drop a gateway and a Dark Shrine. The hell you see it. Boom. Boom. Beautifully done by TY. What a scout.
Yeah, this is an incredible scout, but this is still PartinG you're playing with. PartinG will be relentless. He'll be on top of you with these DTs. We saw what he made DTs do earlier in the day. He just slicing away at everything. He never stops. He gets blink. He's just a complete arsehole with them. But so far, this is very good for TY. He knows what to prepare for. You can see he's getting a Raven. That's huge. It's such an important piece of tech right now. He's in such a comfortable position.
Yeah, and you know what's really great? TY doing something very smart there. I don't believe those buildings that we're building saw the Hellion drive by. He kept it just on the edge of building range. He didn't like go in to check. So I'm actually not sure if PartinG knows that he's been scouting yet.
So.
PartinG has not gotten anything into the main base yet to see what TY is up to. Doesn't really know what his build is besides that low ground CC and a barracks with a reactor on it. So this Raven could catch him completely by surprise. And if he overcommits to these DTs and the Warp Prism gets somehow nullified, somehow damaged, maybe even killed, this could be a very quick win for TY to put a point back on the board.
Yeah, TY's position is great right now. He's getting stim, he's getting his bio stuff going out on his second, third racks. His factory swapping over now. He already has a tank, which is great. Sometimes you will skip that if you're trying to, you know, cut some corners. We can see now the first couple of DTs going to run in. Oh no, what are we going to do? You're going to get shot, mate. And they will go down. One will go down almost certainly. Missile, yeah, there we go. Auto turret comes down to get the kill. And PartinG now immediately starts blink. He knows he has to transition. This isn't going to work yet. Is there a missile turret in the main? No, so there is still the potential if you catch your opponent a little off guard here. The Raven will have to move around. And why are you so far away, TY? Because right now you're going to lose some units.
That's a bit of miscalculation from TY, maybe feeling very confident that he scouted it so soon and just forgetting to rotate that Raven up around. So 3 kills, you know, not the best. 4 kills, actually. Boom, there it is.
But lost mining time, huge amount.
Huge amount of lost mining time as well. So TY defending very well at the beginning and then not so much there at the end. We see that second half of the attack just happening to go in PartinG's favor. Not because of anything PartinG really did particularly smart, but because TY made a bit of a clutch mistake. TY is going to rescout that to make sure no additional tech has come out from the proxy. And PartinG, as you said, preparing for a longer game. Blink, we see the Robo Bay just finishing up for that early Colossus pressure if he wants to go for that. And the third base coming down as well. There's no third anywhere in sight for TY right now. PartinG, wow, is DT getting back in for a little more damage. I'll be danged.
Yeah, PartinG's control is just, you can never write him off. You can never, he's always going to find something. He's just so good. And now we can see more. Again, what are you playing at? Come on, TY, you're the GSL champion. He has lost so far 9 workers to something he fully scouted and prepared for. And it's not ending yet. Behind this, the third, as you said, almost 2/3 of the way done for PartinG, who's got a Colossus about to pop. Extended Thermal Lance is about 1/3 of the way done. He has force fields for this push coming across the map. This is a scary push from TY. Army supply does favor him. PartinG has to defend. He's going to see it at a good time. He has Blink to save the Stalker, and that is going to be the case. Oh, okay, there is a battery here. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's going to get the Raven straight away. A couple of turrets go down though, so the Raven could use its energy. Shield battery is here. Of course, there's no overcharge. The Nexus finishing though means that battery overcharge will come in. PartinG's fine.
Yeah, a bit of a shoddy engagement there. He had a chance to snipe that Raven, had a chance to get a couple extra units there. His force field's a bit too early there. Instead of zoning out half the army, zoning out the entire army, not getting any kills. But as you said, all that really matters is that third is safe for now. So TY has seen a third come down, and he is should be working on his own third soon. But my god, it's nowhere in sight. This DT in the main still causing so much consternation. Quick shout out, by the way, to Big Gabe, the winner and champion here of this group who just raided us. Everybody from Big Gabe stream who got here 2 minutes ago. What's up, everybody? Big Gabe, freaking murdering his group today. Looking unbelievably good. Can't wait to see you in the next series.
Yeah, definitely. Gabe, congratulations on your result. I think that's massive for you. And we were super happy to see it. So far in this game, though, PartinG looks like his drops have finally been shut down. He lost the Prism to a few Marines and a couple of missile turrets. TY is only just starting his third CC now. just starting it. PartinG's fully saturated. He'll be adding on gases very soon. He's getting forges. He's adding 4 more gateways. Now, upgrades do favor that of our Terran, as there are double forges out there, and you can expect to see a whole bunch of chrono energy going into them in the not too distant future. The Dark Shrine, look at this lowly thing. I'm surprised it's not been killed. It still adds the threat that they can be warped in. It doesn't need to be powered.
Yeah, that's a bit unusual. I would expect TY to pick that Dark Shrine down just to be safe later in the game. Going to cost him at least 1 scan here if we use the warp in. PartinG moving out on the map, and he does have control of the Zelmargot Watchtower, which means he's able to drive TY away. But you used another interesting word. We do have another interesting game happening, and it's not... You know, a lot of our games today have not been standard. They've looked like long games, but I've never seen one where it's just like, okay, they have equal numbers of Marines and tanks, they're going to fight each other, they have similar builds. There's always some, like, X factor in every game we've seen today that has just caused it to be a little bit off the beaten path, a little unusual. And today, again, we see TY just now getting his 3rd orbital, while PartinG's grabbing a 4th base. PartinG with this huge worker supply advantage, the income wildly in his favor, but TY still on a very large army supply advantage, and with a very scary upgrades as well. +1 finished up for TY, but PartinG now working on 1-1, chroning that out, and TY with no 2nd engineering bay and no armory either, means his upgrades are going to start falling here as PartinG's income is able to support a little bit broader of an army coalition.
And right now, TY is in a lull in his production. He's just added his Ghost Academy. He's finally adding on some ghosts, but they're not here yet. And guess who is here? One giant, blinking dick boy. PartinG is on his way across the map right now. And what does TY have? What's the tank count at? 3. It's not bad, but it's really not that great. Oh my god, to blink forward. That tank count will dissipate. There's so many units here right now. PartinG is looking for this. He's looking to end this and eliminate TY from this tournament. TY's defense is so good so far. The Raven offerings a lot, but oh my god, the crosses just missed-targeted. They moved Commander back into the army. They were just about to be able to fire again, and it looked like somehow, some way, TY will not only defend, but he'll take a substantial supply lead. Oh, goodbye.
My god, I wish I ran one of those hype YouTube channels with all the titles in all caps and my face doing something like "Wah!" on the front, because that would be how to lose a Protoss army in 10 seconds. What a terrible engagement from PartinG there. Look, TY did everything right. He had his siege tanks up. He had the Raven using the interference matrices on both those Colossus in order so he could focus one down, make it wheel back. But PartinG blinking on top of a tank without enough DPS, not focus firing down the correct tank, wheeling his Colossus in the wrong direction. Just a bit of a misplay there from PartinG as well, and TY really capitalizing, doing everything right, and that shows you how quickly these games can turn. I think before that fight, you and I were both thinking, oh man, TY is going to get knocked out here, but now, 95 army supply to 49. Look at that army supply graph. That is that is an infuriating, efficient trade for our Terran player as TY rotates down to the south.
Yeah, TY has found an angle. He's gotten past everything. PartinG's only just seeing this right now. He's going to commit with some Zealots and Stalkers at the other side of the map. Reinforcements should eventually deal with that. But PartinG's 3rd base is in a lot of trouble. There are ghosts here. There are everything.
Yeah, if we're going to see a base trade, it's going to be in TY's favor. You're right, sorry to interrupt. There's no way this 3rd base lands for too much longer. Shield battery overcharge not even worth using right now because it won't save anything. We are seeing, though, a lot of SCVs as TY's base on the other side of the map is getting picked down by these charge lots who are actually doing a lot more damage than I thought. The bad news is, of course, if it actually comes down to a base trade, TY has twice the army supply of PartinG, and even if there are even if there's just like one building left on the map, it's going to favor TY because PartinG is going to get cleared the heck out here.
And not only that, this Liberator sieging up now will immediately take down the Stalker. That means there's nothing left that can hit it. The sentries will go down. This Liberator now has free reign over the forces, and it will re-siege up, I imagine, pretty soon. You can see PartinG has lost all of his workers now. Army supply 87, 85 to 51. We have a big fight going on at home. The Storm is good, but EMP is equally as good, and all of these Zealots start to disappear. Goodbye and good night. It looks like Creighton, we're going to game 3.
You know, it was a much better attack for PartinG than I thought it was going to be. He got some beautiful storms. He did whittle down the army of TY a little bit, but unfortunately, as you said, he's been cleared up in TY's main base. TY able to re-land his 3rd, and PartinG just going to lose almost everything. I love this. TY leaving some PartinG gifts for him as he's got 3 Widow Mines at the bottom of his ramp, as if to say, no, transfer your probes again. Transfer your probes again. I dare you. Not only that, TY has seen this base, the 6 o'clock, and his production facilities, for the most part, still standing and still producing. It is 32 workers to 25, but now TY's in the worker lead, and with those mules, that's going to bring him back exponentially quicker than PartinG's going to be able to rebuild. He's trying to build 1 Templar and 2 probes at a time, but things are looking rough here for the big boy.
Yeah, TY is just exploding. Look at his production tab still. PartinG is producing 2 probes. We have 3 SCVs, 4 Marines, 3 Ghosts at a time, and plus 2 armor coming in right now here for TY. The longer this game goes, the better it will be for him. PartinG would need, like, too much. And we're going to game 3, Graham.
I was looking at TY's vision during the end of that game, Grant, and I've never heard the caster Pak GG before. I didn't know if you heard it on, or if you know, because you're not listening to my game sound. But at the end of the game, you hear caster Pak going GG when he wins.
It probably wasn't the most hype moment for the GG, to be honest, let's face it.
I'm so tickled.
Just
yeah,
randomly.
I think PartinG just realizing there was no way he could come back. So very smart, very smart. And we are going to get into
holy moly.
Game 3 on Golden Wall.
This is not a map you see often in PvT. It really isn't. And now we have 2 players who have played absolutely insane styles.
Yeah.
On the craziest map in the map pool.
I'm out of word. I'm reminded of one of my favorite poems, and the last line of the poem is just "I am out of words." It's about marriage, and it says "I am out of words to describe this marriage," and that's where the poem ends. And I feel like right now this is where my casting is going to end. I'm out of words to talk about this third game. There's just nothing left. Golden Wall, TY, PartinG. In my dreams, I could not ask for a better game 3 here. In again, the losers match of Group B. I can't believe this, Grant.
I cannot either. Creighton, Golden Wall. Wow, this map is so like huge saturated. When you go into it, it's like blinding. Because, are you ready to introduce our players, Creighton?
I am so ready. Spawning on the far left-hand side of Golden Wall LE, representing the Africa Freaks, it is TY. Oh my God, Grant. It's happening.
Oh
shit.
God.
Oh, it's happening.
And there's a opponent in the bottom right. He's going to have to deal with something. Playing for Dragon Phoenix Gaming. He is the Blue Pro Tour player from South Korea. It's PartinG.
Wow. I was being so professional there, Grant.
I wasn't.
I love this. This is great. We've got the logos mod going on, which pastes the Esl Pro Tour logo on the maps, and I love that TY is being so thoughtful, so that when people screen cap this 2 racks and talk about it, they can be like, "Wow, look at this crazy build." And the ESL branding is going to be included in these crazy screen caps because TY is in fact 2 double proxy raxing PartinG, but PartinG is sending out a probe to spot it, Grant.
Yeah, it's a very important scout right now for PartinG, but it all comes down to how you defend. PartinG has not played too aggressive, and I like what he's done. He's going to be able to buy a lot of time because he's building down at the bottom of the ramp. He needs a second pylon. Yep, fantastic. And he needs a cybernetics core like yesterday. He immediately builds a zealot. This is good because what he can do now is he can force the units back. He has a lot of room to work with, and he's got the high ground vision of that ramp. We can see now TY moving forward with his SCV to find out what is going on, and I really like how PartinG is going to be. As soon as he gets a Stalker out, he can hold the ramp for a long time. He needs to stop a bunker going down, and he knows it. He's pulling the boys in order to do so. Bunker's not going to go down. PartinG, maybe he didn't need this many, lad. Okay, yeah, he definitely does. Now the Zealot's out as well. That's going to force constant micro, mean these probes are able to get something done. Apart from this guy's... No, he's okay! Another Zealot coming out. PartinG's defense so far solid.
Yeah, exactly. This is a really interesting defense as well, because remember, TY's pulled the boys. The boys are coming. TY's pulled the boys as well. It's all in right now for TY on game 3. It's fascinating because he faked this in game 1. Remember, he built the Macarax and tried to trick PartinG into thinking he was doing exactly this. And now in game 2, with the boys pulled, with 3 Marines out, I think he might have a chance of actually making this work here.
Oh God, this is so close. The rest of the boys for PartinG coming down. There are two pylons here, so this is going to be unpowered. The shield battery is nearly up. The Stalker's out. The Stalker makes a big difference here. The shield battery is done. I think PartinG is okay. He's up in supply. He's up in workers. He's got so many workers. And the Stalker's tearing through. Is PartinG about to eliminate TY from DreamHack Masters Summer 2020's main event? The Stalker can just do what it wants all day, and PartinG has enough money for another. He's going to catch a few units. Marines are being produced a couple at a time, but 2 Stalkers are enough to deal with this forever. The battery adds so much. Even the work of going back home to mine, and it looks like the man himself has done it and will be moving across the map himself. I mean, I just don't see any way of coming back right now for TY.
I mean, beautiful defense from PartinG. They're reading TY like a book. I don't know what it is, if it's Star Sense, if he can see the future. Something about this build from TY told him, okay, he's not going to Macarax me. He's actually going to commit to this double proxy racks this game. Maybe he saw the number of SCVs in gas or something that tipped him off, but building this second pylon and these 2 shield batteries was so clutch. Of course, if the 1 pylon is built, there's no tasteless pylon to back it up, then your game is just over, right? The Marines pick down the pylon, you can't build anything, you got to GG out. But PartinG taking every precaution necessary, and he's going to be in a beautiful spot now. 16 workers to 11. TY did retreat with a lot of his workers, but he's going to be in a very difficult hole to dig himself out of, as he's just now building his factory at about the 4-minute mark here in Game 3.
Yeah, I'm really not sure the way about this. It's very, very difficult right now. You can see the Stalkers are continuing here. PartinG should throw down his expansion pretty soon. He may even go for something like a Stargate. When you're ahead in a position like this, that's a very, very nice piece of tech to have, because you know your opponent has to cut corners. What is PartinG going to go for? We see he has a probe out here, and it is going to be a robo. Okay, so it looks like PartinG is going to get up a couple of bases and get going with everything that he can. He is moving across now to create a bit of pressure as well.
I will just say, Grant, not only has TY made a big mistake this game, chat is making a huge mistake, saying that if we type in chat, the game is over in 2 minutes or less.
No.
Thinking that we can't multitask. How dare you? How dare you, chat?
Yep, I have chat massive on, like, literally 3 inches from me. I have to press 1 button and I can type in chat. I can watch the game and type in chat. This is what multiple monitors are for. I just like to bamboozle you a little bit, guys. Still no expansion right now for PartinG, who is his robo about to finish. He has 2 more gateways coming out. He's going to have so much stuff. This game is so weird, as the supplies are even.
Well, and that's the thing. A lot of people, I think, if you just casually glance at this game, and this is one of the reasons StarCraft is so nuanced as an esport, you cannot just look at the game and look at the screen and say, okay, I know who's ahead, I know who's behind, I know who's going to win this, because all of us right now know that PartinG has a massive lead. He's got tech behind this. He's got more economy. He's had more sustainable economy for a long time. Does eat a shot from the Widowmine there, but only loses 1 stalker. But if you look at the broader picture of the game, I think it's very clear PartinG's in a much stronger space. But what a testament to TY for a completely failed double proxy racks. And he still has the balls to send across a medevac with a Widowmine, a Hellion, and 4 Marines to try and put some counter pressure on PartinG right now.
There is a Prism for PartinG reinforcing this push right now. There's a lot of units. These Marines have nothing. There is no combat shields. There is no stim. There is no +3. I can tell you that. There are no upgrades whatsoever, meaning these Marines have an absolute mountain to climb in order to even be able to trade effectively with the Stalkers, let alone win. But at home, probes are forced to be called. Where's the Widowmine? Oh god, it's borrowing.
Ooh, big shot on the Widowmine there.
Workers.
Got the Stalker and the workers as well. The splash damage enough to pick up the workers, but meanwhile in TY's base, they're also...
TY's won.
I don't believe this. 3 workers down for PartinG. The Stalkers are still here though, and the Stalkers are going to be able to do a lot of damage here, picking off not just one barrack, but the second barrack might go down as well. The tank is out. Can the tank defend? There's still Marines back home. I don't believe this.
This is weird. I think he's out of luck. It's really strange right now. You can see the tank is just dishing out so much DPS. The Stalkers are going to load up into the Prism and drop down on the tank. If the tank goes down, this gets good again for PartinG, and that's going to be the case. But he cannot lose units. This is a real micro battle. He has to kill almost every worker, and he just can't. He just doesn't have enough. The Prism is down with 3 Stalkers in it, and that will be GG. TY eliminates